Gallagher?
3,
That's
2, 1.
Happy New Year!
Back with another episode of the Santa Boot First podcast. Tonight, we're doing it, boys. We're finally doing it. This will be the ultimate Eagles all-time team. This will be the legitimate one. Everyone will reference this for the rest of our lives. We're going out on top, boys. We're going to put this team together. Stick around. You listen to the Santa Boot First podcast. Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo,
Best trainer.
Great.
He was known around the league.
Yes, he was.
All right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, friends and foes, wing eaters and boneless wing eaters,
Brace faces and non-brace faces.
brace faces and non-brace faces. We're back. Another episode of the Santa Boot First podcast. We've been gone for a few weeks. We had graduations, we had parties, we had anniversaries, we had all kinds of things, but we're back. We had board meetings, we got important people on this sitting at the bar right now, so things are happening, but we're here. We're here. We haven't forgotten about you. Hopefully you haven't forgotten about us. We're doing it tonight. We're doing our all-time Eagles team. Not a Mount Rushmore, not a favorite player, not who do I like this week. It's all-time Eagles. We're going to go through each position. There will be a voting process. Each team, each member will get one veto. Non-veto. You want the
For all positions?
No, one veto the whole night.
Oh, okay.
We will nominate. We'll go around. We'll nominate.
How do we decide the veto if it's good or not?
That's
Like
on
to
you.
do that, or
That's on you.
You have to bring it
Got a
back.
majority. Majority wins.
All right.
You veto, then we got to go to the next player. Before we get started, I'm your bartender for the evening, Jim Marcus. To my left, the youngest Marcus, Brody Marcus.
So
What's up? Recently, school finished and
Show your smile.
fresh teeth.
Top of the class.
Fresh top of the class, we think. We'll see.
Did you finish?
Brody, ask for your official position.
Vice president of the MVP, the Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts fan club. There you go. To his left, join us again tonight, the old man, older than Deke. My dad, Jim Marcus. Good evening. Good evening.
So,
To his left, taking Andrew's spot. Nice.
yeah.
To his left, the eldest Kennedy, but he's the oldest Martin. Donald Kennedy Martin.
JFK
Are
Jr.
you older than oldest Kennedy?
No.
Oh my God.
Stop.
Uncle Pat. I mean, come on.
He's not a
Robert
Kennedy?
Kennedy's.
Robert Kennedy Jr. is older than me.
How old is he?
He's like 70, 71.
Secretary of Health.
Not that far.
The Secretary of Health?
Yeah.
We'll call him his position by name. Disrespectful.
The SOE.
Whatever.
We really need to start being respectful.
Hello there, James.
Good evening, Donald.
Jeez. Just-
To his left, the middle Martin gentleman, DJ, the Don.
Suave.
Good evening.
Good evening. To his left,
Talking to the mic. Go ahead.
He
Talking
ate-
to the- You leaned to talk
Wireless.
to
he
the
did
I'm
lean
like
in.
Hurts.
He did lean in.
I'm like Kurt's wireless.
The
Ready to go.
AP, the president of the Super Bowl MVP
Where's your autograph?
fan club,
That's right.
Ryan Smitty.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Pleasure to be here
AP.
with all you knowledgeable gentlemen.
Keeping us live and on the stream and on the air and wherever. Nate, Money Pop Moss.
You.
Yep.
Yo.
He's trying hard over there. He's working hard tonight with the audio.
All right, so here's the ground rules, boys. Like I said, we're going to go by position. We'll go around.
Position.
I'll let you pick what position you want to start with. We'll leave the sexy one to the end.
What's
Quarterback will be last.
that? Oh.
All right? Can't pick
Why
quarterback.
don't we just do a round robin? Just go with the position and
round
everybody talks. Why do you have to assign us? I don't like to be
I don't know. You want
assigned
We
or
need
You want
told
me to
what to
just
do.
throw it?
That's
You want
what
me to
you
just
do
that's
all
me?
day long. You assign shit because you're
Well, vote.
We need
There'll be a discussion. All right, fine. I'll do
Wait a
it
minute.
because you guys are chaos. I'll run it.
Can we
I'll call the
jump
position.
in? Joe,
Yeah,
hold
no
on.
screaming out names. It's
we need to bring back the cursing jar.
Cursing
Not
jar?
even 2 minutes in.
The swear jar?
2 minutes in, and this dude
It
drops.
was actually the Ben Simmons jar, wasn't it? What was it? Anytime
next-
somebody mentioned
That's
Ben
what I pay
Simmons.
him.
Seriously, like, just
Wait,
try to
you
be
cursed.
Him, he said effing principle,
I
whatever
did
you
not
do.
say effing.
But, you said
No,
the
I
word.
did not.
You said
No.
I
No,
dare
he-
replay
no.
the tape. Did he?
Go right ahead.
Family friendly.
Play the
I
tape.
did not drop the F-bomb.
What's
You
the first position?
guys are smoking
No
crack.
thanks.
Oh,
Now we're smoking crack.
Oh, now we're crackhead productions.
It could be. Thank you to our sponsors,
Come on.
Mama Mia's Fine Pizzas
Gosh.
and
What?
Jason Fogg, Pops McCann's Fine Whiskeys, Bourbons, and whatever else Jay is up to. Shout out to Chef Tim and his book, Kitchen Kickoff. I think it'll come through. Go on Amazon. You can find Chef Tim's book. Recipes for all NFL teams. All right.
I thought you said rest in peace.
Rest in peace, all NFL
For all
teams.
NFL teams.
That's a mic drop. What else?
Any player. Can be current player. Can be player that's old as dirt.
Can they be arrested? Can they have a legal?
Hey, look, as long as we all vote on it, you put the name out there. I provided a list. The method behind my madness with the list is if a guy's a Hall of Famer,
Okay.
an Eagles Hall of Famer,
Okay.
has his number retired, is on the Eagles' 75th anniversary team, or they're on the Super Bowl team, I think that elevates them a bit, right? You got to take that into consideration,
Pretty good qualification.
right? Take that into consideration. Now, I get you. You know, Caleb Sturgis has no right being
Should not be
anywhere
listed
near.
on
I
this.
agree.
The only thing with that,
What?
they had,
The 48, 49
No, no,
teams,
I'm not talking about
they
that.
don't come up.
but even more recent,
No.
they had players that were great on horrible teams.
They did?
So you got to
Well,
take that.
they
into
should-
Another-
consideration.
Yes.
another point.
Yes.
They've also had
we
Hall
were
of Fame
just
players
talking about
that are
that.
no longer with the team. Chris Carter.
Yeah.
He was a Hall of Fame
Yeah,
player.
but he played
wasn't
for
Eagle.
1 year, and all he did was
Well,
all
that's-
he was doing was lying
here
to coach.
longer than-
And
Yeah,
catching
he was only there
touchdowns.
1 year.
He was there. What?
He was here like
Couple
4 or
years.
5
Yeah, but
years.
how many times did he actually play for the Eagles and not doing coach? Let's be real.
Oh,
Doesn't
well.
matter. He was catching touchdowns.
He wasn't.
The guy
doing
had
all-
the time.
Oh, okay.
You can do
So
all-
now, not only is our podcast now, we're
Well, you can do an old coat category.
I'm on coke right now.
this is a drug-free zone.
What about Lawrence Taylor? You got something to say about him?
Yeah, I do.
What?
He's a cokehead.
All right, we're getting off the rails
Jim,
already.
you gotta-
Already.
you gotta rein it
Already.
in, Jim.
Drugs,
It's
hugs,
drugs.
not drugs.
Say no to drugs.
Yes, please.
Crack kills.
This is your brain.
Crackhead production,
Next
crack
episode
kills,
will be-
Crack bell, not
Right.
crackhead.
Light it up, smoke it. Only if you're Jalen Hurts getting a cigar. That's it.
We have a nice spectrum of eras here. So we probably have a lot of recency bias. And we got a bunch of, this guy, if he played this day, he'd run the
True.
gridiron.
It's the truth, some of them.
So we got a nice spread here.
So where am I at? My middle?
Yeah, you guys I feel like are the same.
With them?
No, these you three. You're all in the.
He's got gray hair.
He does have gray hair.
Oh, so, yeah, but I'm very knowledgeable. Gray hair means
It's not
knowledge.
because of the gray hair.
First of all, it
He
is. It means
So
knowledge.
you got-
Right here.
You got these guys who have nothing but pure wins and greatness.
That's not true. I
It
hate
is.
when people say
No,
that.
you do. You have
I've had
greatness.
to watch terrible speeches.
All right,
Have
so-
you ever had to watch a blackout game? You're not watching. You're listening
Whoa,
to
whoa.
Arizona Cardinals, Eagles on the radio because you can't watch it.
No, because I'm not born in 1935.
Exactly.
35?
How many
That's
lo-
not my fault.
How many losing seasons you got under your belt?
At least 7.
I had that my first
You were about to, you were about to curse.
Yeah.
You were.
7, my
I
ass.
think
Hey, there it is.
I reached double digits.
There- there it is.
There's been a lot.
There it is.
I've seen a lot.
First rank, we're at number 2.
Cumulative? All the teams are just the Eagles.
Oh, just the Eagles. It's easily 7.
What?
10.
You know what I love
No.
about our podcast? We have such organization, and we
Yeah,
always
we got-
and, we
yeah.
al-
Alright.
and we always stick to the script.
All right,
It's a great.
let's get started then.
First position.
First position.
All right.
This-
We'll start with the line. It all starts in the trenches. Center.
All right, that's easy.
The greatest Eagles center of all time.
Bednarik.
Jamal Jackson.
Honey Buns. I'm going Honey Buns. We mentioned them
All right.
earlier.
So to me,
To you, yes. This is what we're in.
all right. Well, obviously,
I don't know. I don't want to know what your kids think. I want to know what you think.
Well,
It's
do you
all
wanna
about
know
you.
what Sophia thinks?
Yo, dude.
Yo, dude, what's up? Kendrick Lamar.
Listen, why are we even thinking about this?
To me, it's right here. Pay homage to the great one,
So yeah,
I'm
Jason Kelce.
I think it's
Let me-
clear across
we got-
the
we
board,
got-
right?
I think it's.
We got at least 3 Kelces. We got 1 Bednarik.
What do you got?
You're saying
I'm
that-
tired at the moment. I feel both Kelce
DJ,
and
this is
Bednarik.
not about favorites. It's a bet. You got to be objective.
Oh my
You gotta
God.
go who's
Yeah, that's
best.
hard to
The
say.
guy is a
They both won
seven-time
championships.
All-Pro or whatever it is.
6.
He gave you free Super Bowl
Six.
tickets. That's true.
It's got to be objective.
That's the trump
Bednarik
card.
has
Gotta be objective.
That's the trump card. Jason
He had
Kelce.
6 All-Pros, but Bednarik had
He
9.
gave you free Super Bowl tickets,
Nine.
and you said
9 at center.
6 first team
I'm
and
done.
3 second team.
At center?
No,
Nine-time All-Pro at center.
he had both. He had center and linebacker.
Dude, he was
Yes,
shot.
he did. Yes,
he was
did.
like the town bicycle, dude. He played every
You know
position.
you're right.
He wasn't allowed to. It's an all-star
He
team. How's he
got-
playing
he
against
got-
himself? It's not
he
physically
got-
possible.
He
Science
got
doesn't work that way.
All-Pros at both, not at the same
Okay, well, you know what? Let him pick that number.
separately.
All right.
Yeah, all right, you're
He's
good.
outnumbered. He's
All right,
outnumbered.
you're outnumbered. Kelsey.
By the way, they didn't have an all-star game back then. But anyway,
Okay, so who are you going
Kelce
with?
or Bednarik?
I'm tied with that.
Okay,
I'm
but-
thinking it over. I really.
Okay, but you have to pick one.
Bednarik was great. He had 3
You might be the
You're the tiebreaker.
Bednarik had 3 championships.
No, actually, right.
I think we got 4 to. We got
But
4
you
to
can give your input.
49 and 60.
The producer matters most, right?
Okay.
Nate Money Moss.
We want to vote for you, Nate.
Yeah, we need you. You're
Whether
like
it's the tiebreaker.
you're the catalyst to
It's
everything.
Jason Kelce.
All right, Jason Kelce.
All right.
Sorry. You'll have to sleep a
I'm
little
not.
less.
I won't argue Kelce.
Well, you did. One down for the old head.
That's Kelce,
Couldn't go
Hall of
wrong.
Famer, right? Future
First
Hall of
ballot.
Famer,
First
future
ballot.
Eagles Hall of Famer. Another guy to get his number retired.
Yes.
So he checks all the 100%.
Yeah, he does.
Checks-
I have no.
Trust me, I am not going
They're
to
very
argue
close.
against
I just,
Jason
Did
Kelce.
you
What
go to
you're-
Bednarik
wait, hold on, hold on.
adoption?
Hold on, stop. Stop for a minute. What you've been doing for the last minute and a half is arguing.
No, I
Yeah,
was
absolutely
arguing,
you are.
I was
You're
arguing,
arguing your
for,
point.
not against.
Okay. But he gave you
Not
free-
against. There's a difference.
No, there isn't.
All right.
Even without the Super Bowl tickets, he's
It's-
the best
it's still-
ever.
All right.
First of all,
So
can
I
Chuck
have
Bed-
no beef with.
Can Chuck
with giving
Bednarik
it to
chug a
Kelce.
deer in 10
Who
seconds?
are you winning in a
You
fight
probably
against?
could.
It's probably
Bednarik
good.
or Kelce?
He was-
Neither nor.
All right.
All right.
They were very close.
Who has more fingers?
Straight thing.
Straight
Kelce,
fingers.
yeah,
Yeah.
because Bednarik's are all ash.
Oh,
why you gotta get
yeah,
there?
why
Why
you
you gotta
gotta
bring us
go
down? Why you gonna bring us down?
All right.
Yeah, why? Yeah, dude.
All right. Since we're on Bednarik, let's go to linebacker. All-time
Just
linebacker.
Oh, all right.
All-time
All right.
linebacker.
Is it middle
We got
or
3. We got
middle
3.
or-
We can do one right now if you want, or we can do all 3.
Let's
right
do
now.
all 3.
Nick Morrow.
Jeez.
Take
Again,
30 sheet away.
This is just reference. Don't go to this sheet
I
because I don't think Seth Jordan on this sheet. I don't think he is, but
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Yes, he
is
is.
he on the
Are
75th?
you going to do it by position?
Middle.
Outside, middle?
No, we'll just do linebacker.
Oh, okay.
Doesn't matter
That actually probably
outside,
makes it
middle.
Rip off
We'll
our
just do
three.
top 3 linebackers.
I got one.
Chuck's got to be one.
Chuck,
Trotter, Seth.
Bill Berge.
Chuck, Trotter,
Bill
Seth.
Berge.
Bill Berge and
He
Trot
was-
would
yeah.
be close, right? Not Seth. Seth and Chuck are
Seth?
1 and 2, right?
Bill Berge had.
Then it's between Trot and Bill Berge.
Bill Berge had 2 first-team All-Pros and 4 Pro Bowls. Seth, I think, only had.
Chuck
Pro
and
Bowl.
Seth have to be
Bill
locked.
Bill was in the Eagles Hall of Fame as is Seth.
Yes.
Seth made the 75th anniversary team. Bill did not.
So we got to
Bill's got
Trot.
2 first-team All-Pros. Seth didn't.
Trot.
But is Trent Corner considered linebacker?
No.
Why are you Seth Jordan's like one of your favorite Eagles ever? Why are you doing
I know. He is. Here he is.
We got 3
Seth only
spots.
had 2 Pro Bowl years, no All-Team All-Pros.
Okay, but it's
Berge
still
had 2 first-team All-Pros and 4 Pro Bowls.
okay. That
You guys are forgetting about Ben Van Sumeren.
He's a fullback.
Well, you have another linebacker on your sheet, dog.
Don't forget about Alex Singleton.
All right, I think we can all say.
Carlos
Right,
and
let's- I want
How
to
about
listen.
we go Chuck,
Right.
Berge, and Seth?
Well, Seth and Chuck are
But
definitely.
Trot was an All Pro, wasn't he?
No.
All right. Any arguments on Chuck?
No.
No.
No. Not at center.
No.
I mean, not at linebacker.
Thank you.
Not at linebacker.
Any arguments on Seth?
No.
No.
I think Seth should be.
What about the other one? What's his name? Who's the other one?
Byron
The
Evans.
2020 club.
B&E?
Willis? No, who's the other
Willie
guy?
T?
Yeah, wasn't he that put up big numbers?
No.
He was,
He was average. He was okay, but he
Who's
wasn't.
the
He was better than average. But
Well, I mean,
he's
he
not-
wasn't-
He's not in this
Yeah,
level.
no.
So wait, we're talking all time.
All time Eagles.
Yes.
Mike Reichenbach.
No, I know. I'm saying, dude, you gotta put Berge in
Oh,
that.
yeah.
over Trot?
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
I think I'm going Bill Berge.
William.
The only thing we got to be careful about is we don't want to, we just want to make sure that we really think about it.
And Seth is the other one?
Are we forgetting anybody?
Seth, Chuck, and Berge. I mean,
Trot.
it hasn't been a
That's
team
the
that's
one.
Donnie Jones.
been known for our linebacking. So
What's the
Yeah.
guy's name that we drafted from Colorado? Davion Taylor?
Yeah.
Where's he at?
What about the dude from the Stuart
Gardner?
Bradley?
Barry Gardner,
Yeah.
Stuart Bradley.
He's still
Stewart Bradley,
rattled from that shot he
Mark
took.
Simino.
Mike Mamula. Nobody brought up Mamula.
Well,
He was
Mamula,
dead.
it's good that he keeps
Wasn't
his,
he a DA?
as
Yeah,
long
he
as he
played
keeps
DA.
his pants up, he can play football.
Who's that? Simino?
Mamula, you didn't know what he did?
I don't think I want to know. I think
He exposed
So
himself.
Zach Vaughn?
Show
Oh, that's
Super
right.
Bowl Zach Vaughn doesn't
See?
make it to the team.
Not yet.
What?
Not yet.
Okay.
Maybe one day. Not yet.
I think you have a perfect combination between Bergie,
Bergie, Chuck, and
Bednarik,
Seth.
and Joyner.
Yeah.
I think there's no. I mean, who else?
Nobody wants to run on that.
I know Brody's thinking about Zach Vaughn and Josh Sweat, but it's too early in their Eagles career. Well, he's written down in here.
They don't know. It's not a linebacker.
All right. What about Vaughn? You have any arguments?
No, I
it's
can't
too
do
early.
it yet.
All
It's too early.
Good.
He's played 1 year.
I'm
wanna
glad
stick-
that everybody agrees.
You want to stick
Chuck have
to
a Super
defensive,
Bowl?
or we want to go to the offense? Want to flip back
Why
and
don't we
forth?
just-
Chuck has 2 championships.
I mean, you're the.
Stick with the
When they were like
Stick with the
14
defense?
in the league.
All right,
No,
good.
they were not 14.
All right, next
Yeah.
position.
But then
Everybody
we played
listen.
And
10
he
games.
dominated today, too.
All right, everyone listen.
Let's go safeties.
All right, this is-
TJ
B.
Gardner
Gardner
Johnson.
and
Wait, just
I got
safety?
B-Dog
Safety.
and Malcolm Jenkins. Oh, yeah, Malcolm.
B-Dog for sure.
We got four. If you want to just do the whole
Yeah.
secondary, we
Yeah,
can
you
do
know what his
4.
problem was?
All right, well, if I'm doing the whole secondary, I'm going
He's
Four
B-Dog.
D-backs.
If you remember.
So,
Who's
so
smart.
we're doing all D-backs right now?
Wait a minute.
All right, B-Dog and Malcolm. And
I
my
got B-Dog and Malcolm as
my counter and my corner is definitely Eric Allen. 100% Eric Allen is one of them.
Slow down.
He's got to get
He gave you the
those space.
timeout.
We got Wes Hopkins,
I didn't.
Andre Waters.
There's a lot. There's a good corners.
There's some good. No, we're talking about.
No, they're safe.
Safeties.
Safety, yeah.
They don't come close to Brian Dawkins or.
Not Dawkins.
No,
Malcolm
I think-
Jenkins. There is an eight.
We're
There is a.
settled on Dawkins.
No, you're
Malcolm
right.
Jenkins
We're
was
going
Wes
for the
Hopkins
really
and
good.
Waters have some.
Malcolm Jenkins was really good.
He was
He
really
brought
good.
back the
Wasn't
defense.
Yeah, but
Super Bowl
Andre
winner.
Waters, dude.
Malcolm Jenkins was used so much on that. Defense.
Yeah, but you're only thinking like a millennial. Wake up.
He wanted ring. What
Okay.
Andre Waters and
Bill Bradley
and
was
what's
pretty
his
good.
name win? Wes Hopkins.
These.
Oh, great job.
Tommy- Tommy Brookshire, a corner or a safety?
No, he was a corner. He was a corner.
No Greg Garrity fans?
Can't say I am.
Bradley was a great
Mike Zordich?
intercept,
Yeah,
Penn
he
State-
had the-
Penn
he
Penn
had
State
the-
great,
he
Mike
had the team
Zordich?
last-
Yeah.
but
Him and
he
Pete
wouldn't
Dawkins
tackle
were fine.
me. Zordich was, what, 2-3 years? How about Bill Romanowski?
All right.
For 2 years.
You got
He's
you had
linebacker.
B-Dog
Yeah.
a lot.
Dawkins,
Oh, that's right.
Dawkins is locked.
Yeah,
I'd
it
say
should
Malcolm
be.
Jenkins. Super Bowl
Oh, yeah?
champ and
What's their thoughts?
I don't know what happened.
I'm not seeing. Oh, there we go. Mariano Philly from Argentina. What's going on, Mariano Philly?
Mariano.
Greatest Eagles safety, Mariano. Chime in here.
What part of Argentina? I don't know Buenos Aires.
Messi.
Messi.
He's more of a he's a Ronaldo fan, Mariano.
That's right.
All right, so we got Dolph. Who's the other safety?
I say
Jenkins?
Jenkins?
Hopkins.
Hopkins?
Wes Hopkins.
I like Waters.
I think you should.
Yeah, well, they were both there on the same team. They were
I
both
don't know.
good. They didn't win anything.
Hopkins and Waters did it, right? But then Malcolm.
Malcolm won a Super Bowl.
But he also played as
Malcolm's an Iron Man too.
right.
So
He
much.
was.
These other
He played
teams.
He played 100% of the snaps.
Yeah, he played everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know if he gets into the Eagles Hall of Fame. I think it's on the.
How many years did he play here?
At least 7 or 8.
Who, Jenkins?
At least
It wasn't that long.
No, it
was
wasn't
it?
that long.
Yeah, because he
He
played.
signed 2 contracts.
Was it two?
Yes. No.
Yeah,
It's
because
free
he
Wasn't
He
his
did
other
4
one
years
a
for the
1 year?
Saints.
He contracted
came
and
there
then one
after
more.
his rookie
Yes, and he
contract.
signed
Yeah,
another one.
he did 4 years with the Saints.
And he signed,
I
and
think
he played here for
like
7 years.
6 to 8 years.
Yeah, he played 7 years here or something like
He was here a long time.
that. Yeah.
I was always an Andre Waters fan, but he doesn't have the numbers to get over there.
Michael Lewis.
Quentin Demps,
Quentin
Sean
Michael?
Constantine.
Quentin Michael.
Nobody said Reed Blanket yet. Reed. Hello for Reed.
No, not yet.
No.
Not enough time on their.
All right.
So all right, so Dawkins and are we all in agreement? Listen,
Why you gotta go there?
All right, we got another chime in here.
I'm just saying.
Uh-uh.
yeah, that's what I say. We need to be
We got
think
Carlos.
about equity when we think about our team. All right.
What's he say?
Carlos on
Who we
YouTube
going
here
with the
says
second safety.
B-Dog, Jenkins, or Hopkins. So I think that's where we're all at. It's Jenkins or Hopkins. Unless you
I
guys
got
got another.
Hopkins.
I know you're a Hopkins guy.
I wouldn't. They're close, but I still have Hopkins.
That was a very
Jenkins got the
dominating
ring.
defense.
All right.
Yeah.
It was.
So we.
Jenkins got the
Flip a
ring.
coin.
So wait, we got Dawkins
Bro,
and Eric
what did you
Allen or
say?
Shewins.
We didn't get the corners yet, but yeah, Eric Allen's going to be on there.
So
No doubt.
Dawkins.
All right, should we do the corners then?
I just-
No,
only
make the
thing
decision
is-
here.
Hammer this one out.
This one's tough because you do have Jenkins, right? He basically was an Iron Man for the team. He kind
And he
of.
was
and he was a-
leader.
And when
Yeah,
he
he was a
came,
leader
and when
of
he
that
came here, they were not that good.
You're not
No.
saying this about Andre Waters or
So
We got a high from Chickies. Hello, Chickies. Put us on the big screen there, Chickies.
Oh, that'd be nice.
who's
That'd
in?
be cool.
Carly. I think I'm going Malcolm. Let's vote because we're dragging our ass.
It's
I'm
a
going
little-
Malcolm.
Go Malcolm. As much as I love those,
Maybe we'll have a
Red
reserve.
Rock is on
Maybe
Red
we'll have a
Rock.
reserves team.
5 Malcolms.
Five
He wins.
Malcolms?
He wins.
because he got the ring,
Five
and he was a great leader on that team.
No, I'm going.
We all we
I'm
got
going
was
Hopkins.
Hopkins.
I know you got-
Not a problem. I know. I mean, they're
You want to use your veto?
no. They were close enough. If I took this out, like
It's too early to
if
get
Too early.
if this was Claire Dunphy, I'd use my veto.
Ah, come on. Greatest TV mom ever.
All right, so
It's Malcolm Jenkins.
All right, you want to go to corners? We got two
Wait,
corners.
so-
okay.
it's.
I think this is going to be harder than safety.
It is.
corners are good.
Yeah. We have a lot.
Eric Allen.
Eric Allen.
One.
Roynell Young, Eric Allen.
Lito Shepard.
Troy
Troy,
Vincent, Tom Brookshire, Lito, Irv Cross.
Dude, you guys don't even have somebody on here
Bobby
that should be
Talley.
on. What about
Bobby Taylor?
what about Asante
Yeah.
Samuel? His
Yeah,
numbers
no,
here were
no.
He's
ridiculous.
only here like
No.
he had great.
Are you
he's
kidding me?
only
He's here
about
like
2
6 years.
They
I think he
didn't
was.
do jack shit. No.
Mr. Pick 6? That's
Are you kidding
He
me?
was. Yeah.
You didn't pay the bill?
Are you back?
That's an auto pay, bro. That's an auto pay.
Well, maybe auto pay is not
Maybe it's drained. I hope not. All right, we're back.
drained.
Cornerback. We're stuck on our second cornerback. We got Eric Allen. We're talking about guys like Troy Vincent,
If I'm
Asante Samuel,
Oh, who was the other guy that played with Benson? Yeah.
Bobby Taylor,
Bobby Taylor,
Brought him
Lito
up.
Shepard,
Roynell Young,
Lito,
Irv Cross.
Irv Cross,
He's in the Hall of Fame.
Brookshire,
Tommy Brookshire.
I don't know if
Sue
he's
Douglas.
good player. I don't know if you consider him all time in this group.
You sure Brookshire's a Hall of Famer? He's an
No.
Eagles Hall of
Yeah,
Famer.
I don't think he's in the.
no, I don't think he's in the.
Brookshire's got his number retired.
Don't forget Al Harris.
Toast, Izell Jenkins.
Yeah, I had him on my list and
That's
crossed
a
him
lot,
out.
lot of nightmares with that guy.
Okay.
So where we at? I kind of like Troy, but that might be recency bias on me. You guys looking up stats or
No, I
Checking
think
your
Troy-
I'm
FanDuel
trying to think of
accounts.
other guys who might have been. Roy Green.
I
He
think
played
Troy
here for
Vincent and
1 year.
Eric Allen are good. Good enough for me.
Yeah. What was Harmel? Was he a corner? Or
Yeah, he was a corner. Very good. But
Yeah.
What are you guys on? Corner?
Yeah.
Corners.
looking for a second corner?
What are the names?
Troy Vincent, Bobby Taylor,
Byron Maxwell.
Who did you say? Tom Brookshire.
Herm Edwards, Tom
Herm Edwards.
Brookshire, Lido,
Irv Cross.
Herb Cross, Roynell Young.
That's about
Eric Allen and Troy Vincent. Don't overthink it.
Yeah, I think just
I
Troy at
haven't
this
seen
point.
it. I haven't seen highlights of Herm. But I haven't seen it.
I like
Miracle
Bobby.
the Meadowlands won.
Bobby locked down Michael Irvin. That's why I like Bobby. But I don't know if
Yeah,
they're
Bobby
taking.
wasn't that good.
I don't know if they're taking Bobby over Troy Vincent. Yeah.
That's the reason why they got him. It was the lockdown
For Mike Irvin,
work.
and he did it.
And he did it.
All right. Sounds like we're going Troy Vincent.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with
All right.
Troy.
The NFL
NFL VP, right?
I thought he's PA president.
Yeah.
players.
Yeah.
All right. We want to do the defensive line, and we want to do outside, inside, or we just got four. Best four defensive
I don't think it's
linemen.
I don't think it's difficult.
now.
Reggie White.
Reggie.
Reggie's won.
Jerome, Fletcher.
No Jerome.
Yeah, I might.
What? No Jerome?
He wasn't here long enough.
He wasn't
He
here long.
probably goes to the Hall of Fame if he's alive.
But he unfortunately he died.
Unfortunately, he's not.
I know, but Gale Sayers only played 5 years and went to the Hall of Fame. Right? 5 years?
Yeah.
At least
But
productive
he had-
5 years.
Yeah.
You got guys in here that this Alex
Okay,
Wojciechowski
Reggie-
guy.
Reggie and
I mean,
Fletcher
he's got all
Cox.
kinds of resume.
Put Reggie and Fletcher Cox.
Pete
Reggie
Peters.
and Fletch.
Yes, that's for sure.
Yeah, we can go Fletch.
Reggie and Fletch. That's for sure.
Uh,
Trent, I think Trent Cole's your other DA.
Yeah.
William Fuller.
Over Hugh Douglas and
I feel like you need some ends.
BG.
Yeah. BG.
BG for locker room.
I'm
Yes.
going VP.
You going BG?
2-time champion.
so who's the other tackle?
I said
I'm
Jerome.
good with BJ.
I mean, there's only one edge.
Clyde.
I like Jerome. Clyde was and
Roderick Bunkley.
Andy Long.
Chris Long.
Andy.
Marcus Smith.
Ty Patterson.
Don't forget about Corey.
Corey
Waller.
Simon was
Corey
good.
Simon, yeah.
He was good.
Devon Curse.
You know, the
You
only
got
Fletcher
Fletcher Cox.
You said Fletch.
2.5
He's on there. Come on. Join us.
Your boy.
We have
I'm trying to
Reggie.
look.
We got Reggie and Fletch. We need two more. We
Clyde.
need two ends.
Clyde Simmons
Right.
for
Are we
sure.
going with
I said
BG on
Clyde.
the other
Are we
end?
Are we
not
going
saying
BG?
Clyde Simmons?
I said Clyde.
Off the tweet.
He's an end.
DG.
I thought we were going with BG.
Oh, we got two ends we could take.
We're not saying the guy.
We're just gonna say the best
We need a
four.
rotational guy.
Best four.
What about the other guy that we're forgetting about?
Josh Sweat.
Defensive end that has the most sacks in Eagles
Super Bowl.
history.
There we go. Josh Sweat.
No,
2.5 sacks.
Trent Cole's not even on the list.
I said Trent
No, I
Cole.
know. I'm
And I got
saying
laughed
no.
at.
What are we laughing at about Trent Cole? Consistency. The hunter.
Axeman,
Dude, I'm confused. So
Yeah.
listen,
The Axeman, dude.
this is something that I need to clear up because this is starting to bother me. Are we just looking at it because of a Super Bowl team? I get a ring means something, but dude, Trent Cole's got numbers,
He's a stud.
right?
Yeah, longevity.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of
Numbers
guys
matter,
Back in
right?
the day, didn't win anything, but they had numbers.
Yeah.
What would you rather have, numbers or rings?
Wow.
In life, in general.
Rings.
Oh, all right. Well, then I guess
Where are your priorities?
Yeah, right. Selfish son of a bitch.
numbers.
Yeah, numbers.
You're missing what I'm saying.
There's no rings.
Yeah. So it is selfish for you, Smith.
It is very selfish.
I'm like the last person on this team that you can call
I think
selfish.
Trent Cole should be.
I try to lift everyone up with positive spirits.
Trent Cole.
Trent Cole?
Trent Cole,
I think
dude.
he's
We're only going to have one tackle.
No,
We're
oh
just
my.
doing the best four.
Trent Cole,
Best four.
Reggie
Best four.
White, Fletcher Cox, Clyde Simmons. Final answer.
Jerome Brown over Clyde.
No,
So-
Jerome Brown is
I
long
did.
enough.
I would love for
Jerome
Jerome Brown.
off this list.
Dude,
What did he play 3 years?
yeah, you're talking about
No,
potential.
like 5.
No, and you're talking about potential. How do we know? He could have had an injury.
I guarantee you Jerome Brown would be in the Hall of
Who's your other
Fame
defensive
Okay,
tackle?
but where's he at now?
if he played a full career.
You're horrible.
No, I'm saying, where is he? He died, unfortunately.
He's pancaked on some Florida.
All right,
Road.
that's two.
No, he's
That's
not.
two
He's-
grades.
Right, but unfortunately,
He's
Nate,
dust, like you said.
Nate,
about
I'm trying to be serious. If he didn't play long enough, and unfortunately he lost his life, we're just assuming this guy's great.
Darren Walker.
Oh, wow.
I'm,
The
I
engineer.
don't know. I'm getting a little upset
He
tonight.
was an engineer.
I think it's just a Super Bowl team, and it's not great as Eagles, and it's starting to bother me. I'm being honest.
What's that?
It's starting to bother me because Trent Cole has numbers.
I-
How can you
I think
di-
Trent Cole
How
should
can
be
you
on.
discount the sack lead?
So you taking BG off?
Yes.
Maybe.
I think Trent Cole is better at numbers, like Smitty said. Than
Yeah, thank
You
you.
guys. And less games too.
And he also
Thank you.
is healthy.
But
I get the ring, and I get the Super Bowl strip
No, I
sack.
do.
Brady without
He,
Graham.
do you get the 2 rings?
Yeah, greatest.
Well, he
play-
freaking didn't
the
do
greatest, greatest play in Eagles history.
Yep.
Doesn't matter.
Right, but are we talking about? So
Wait
wait a minute, hold on.
Derek Barnett, he's next on my list.
No, see now this is a different
He
conversation.
signed,
If we were
sealed, and delivered.
Yeah, but if we were talking about special play at each position, you'd have something with Graham.
Special plays, special players.
Everybody's
Yeah.
special in his or her own way. But listen, Trent Cole, consistency, a
Yeah.
model of
I know.
All right, we got 2 spots. Trent and BG.
Yes.
No,
No.
I'm not taking
Trent
Reggie
Cole-
White off.
No, Reggie's on there. Reggie and Fletch are on there, right?
Solid.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Yes.
wait, we're
Yes.
taking Clyde off?
I think
Clyde,
Well, Clyde did go to Arizona.
Time
Yes,
out.
I'll
Time
do that.
Time out. Time out.
Oh, we got to time out.
Clyde
The glide.
feasted a little bit from off of Reggie.
that means he was
True.
good.
And Graham
No.
did a benefit
Because
from
they were
having
so
Fletcher next
they were
to
so
him?
focused on Reggie that Clyde got a lot of
All right,
single
Hear me out.
protection.
Is it too soon to throw Jalen Carter on there?
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
The dude's gonna get $1 billion.
But it's not too soon to throw Jalen Hurts on there when we get to him. I'll tell you that right now.
So Jerome,
Let's not jump the gun.
I'll do whatever I want.
Jerome's got his number retired, Eagles Hall of Fame, and the 75th team.
It's because
Does that give him clout?
Right.
Could be.
Pelly Lindbergh has his number.
I mean, Halliday has his number retired.
Like,
Phillies.
I don't know.
Played here for 3 years.
I'm looking at the
Please
list.
put Trent Cole.
I think you got
As
to
our
Trent
other
Cole.
edge.
Do you agree?
Please.
Anybody have a major argument against Trent Cole?
No.
Oh, man.
I'm not saying.
Cole?
No.
All right.
But
All right, so then if
the
we put
argument is
Cole
you're
and
taking
Graham,
PG
then
off.
we-
No, we got 1 spot.
All right, Nate. So
I
if
would
we
be
put
okay
Graham
with
over
putting
Clyde
BG
Simmons
there.
and put PG
So
there.
we got 3 ends.
So we do Trent.
BG made the most important play in Eagles history.
BG
Lined up
actually-
inside.
Reggie could move
Hold
inside
on,
it out.
Time out.
BG lined up
Time
inside
out.
on that most
Listen,
important play.
this is why you bring me here. Where did Graham play when he made the?
That's what I
Super
just
Bowl
said.
play?
He was on the
Inside.
inside. BG.
He
but
plays inside,
his
outside.
listed position
He
was
can
the
play-
end.
He can play both
Stop it.
ways. You
So
know
did
all about
Reggie.
that.
I'm okay with putting BG there as the other tackle.
I'm fine with that too.
You can
guess
be
what?
fine.
Over Jerome?
Yes, because
I think I'm over Jerome.
I know.
Jerome destroyed lines.
Yeah, for
Who
3
cares?
years
But
he also destroyed the
I'm
tree.
sorry.
No, he didn't hit a tree.
Yes, he did.
No, he flipped.
Okay, well it's
Off
far.
the tree.
Off the tree.
I'm sorry. Like
He's
it's
going
so-
around a curve.
So, and hit
Okay.
a tree.
You know. Give him a blue chew.
What?
Right.
Wrong.
Blue Chew. We're sponsored by Blue Chew.
No, the mic is. The mic was limp.
All right. I'm going BG. And I'm using my veto if anybody
I'm
argues.
fine with BJ.
Your veto.
I'm using my veto.
Are you putting
So
a
who's the
tariff
fourth?
on it?
Don't.
You
don't
put a
use
tariff
it
on the-
wrong.
Who's the fourth?
BG.
And all right, who's the third?
Put a tariff on
Trent Cole.
Trent Cole.
Okay.
Reggie, Fletch, Trent, and BG.
I'm fine
You want to
with
argue
I'm fine
Fletch?
with that.
You want to argue Fletch?
No, not
hell
arguing.
no.
I'm trying to squeeze Jerome in there
I'm just
somehow.
making sure you're not getting
What
any
about the
the recency bias here.
Can't get them all.
Yeah.
You can't.
Come
It's
on.
like there's other guys. I mean,
Put him as a rotational
this
guy.
week for your time, one of the best linemen I ever saw was Floyd Peters. And nobody's going to vote for him.
Floyd,
I believe it's
Floyd Mayweather?
Floyd Peters.
Yeah, 40 years?
Yep.
Trent,
No,
Trent
but
Cole
I'm
is
saying,
an Eagles Hall of
Years
Fame.
did he play?
She's a
Well, he was an Eagle for many years
Did he carry?
back in the day.
On the
Yeah.
next position, we
Oh,
got
that's what I'm
Alright,
saying.
we got
I'm not throwing
BG.
him out
So
there.
we got our
Can't get 'em all.
defense.
What about a Joe Mouth?
We got our
Our
defense rounded
defense
out.
is really good.
All right.
Really good.
Recap,
Rock solid.
recap here.
Rock solid. Get a blue chew.
Here's our D line:
Green chew.
Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Reggie White, Trent Cole. Next level:
Okay.
Seth Joyner, Chuck Bednarik, Bill Berge.
You're not running on that defense.
And then the steel curtain in the back there.
Yeah.
EA, Dawkins, Malcolm, and Troy Vincent.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean,
I don't think you're scoring on that.
Dotson's dropping 4 touchdowns.
I don't think you're.
yeah, he's dropping all 4 of
I
them.
don't
Got
think
him right in the
you're
hands and he's
scoring.
dropping them.
Yeah.
Dotson.
All right, back to the offense.
You're not scoring on that defense.
All right, let's do the offensive line. We'll knock the offensive line out real quick. 'Cause
That's
that's easy.
Lane-
Jason Peters,
Lane-
John Runyon.
Yeah, John Runyon, Lane Johnson.
Jerry
Jason-
Sizemore.
Jason-
Wait.
No.
One unit tackle?
Dude, it's not
I'm-
hard. It's not hard.
We're just picking the 5 best, or 5 position.
I was gonna go 5 best.
Because Runyon ain't over.
I know Runyon's a tackle. He's not overlay.
Yo, Nate has a question for you. You said, "Have you been here?"
Have you been here?
Yeah, like what is up? with
Well,
you? Like,
we're throwing out Runyon like he's over Peters or
No, he's not.
What's it called?
It's Peters and Lane.
Yes.
Yeah, they're the two tackles. Yes.
I don't know, dude.
Stop.
What?
Shut up. Stop.
I mean, Bob Brown. You put Bob Brown as a tackle or is he a guard? Bob Brown's in the Hall of Fame.
Back to
Lane-
Drake. Back to
Lane and
Bednarik.
Peters will go.
Somebody's gonna
Yes.
get him going.
Lane might be the best right tackle ever.
All right. Any arguments on Lane?
No,
No.
as there shouldn't be.
Why is he a left tackle?
Yeah, but wait a minute. Are we factoring in
Left
any
and right.
juice?
Oh, he put Lane at left.
That makes him even better. That makes him even better.
Yeah, you got to
See,
wait.
you guys are like cheaters. I don't like.
How are we cheating? Lane
Lane
Johnson
cheated.
No, he didn't.
Oh, okay. Steroids are
He
okay.
took Adderall.
All right. Well, do you do that when you're drinking?
All right. Who's our other
You
tackle
like
then?
Authority?
If you like them.
You guys are
Peters.
Peters?
I think it's the bodyguard.
Trey Thomas,
Jerry
Waters?
Jerry
Sam
Sizemore.
Walters, Bob Brown's in the Hall of Fame. Peters will be in the Hall of Fame.
Peters was
Yeah, but Peters
Was Bob
also.
Brown
Like,
a
Peters
tackle?
was the consensus
yeah, but he also
best
slayed
lineman in
Inside.
the league for years.
He kind of wore
I think he was
himself
on the
out.
left side.
He did, but
That would
He's
work.
kind of
here.
like
He was
But we got him in his prime. We still got him in his prime.
I think it's Jason
You don't think
Peters.
he was a little bit cheap? End of his
I
career?
think towards the end, like you could always rely on Jason Peters come out for a few plays. Hurt the ankle.
Yeah, he didn't tap
came
out.
He would tap out.
How many
Tap
All-Pros
But that
did
was
he have
good.
here?
But no, I'm
Dude, you know
I'm
where
not
it's
holding
gonna
that
get
against him. That was the
interesting?
end of his career.
Dude, guards.
He locked down the tackle.
Are we on guards now?
I think we need to vote on this last one because it sounds like
Peters,
there's
I mean.
some
So
dissension in
it's
the end.
Lane and then
Jason
And who else?
Peters.
Peters or
You guys are also. I mean, I'm fine.
Bob
with it,
Brown.
But you're discounting freaking Trey.
See, I don't know about enough. I said
75th
I
anniversary.
mentioned Trey Thomas.
William
but
Thomas. He likes to be called now. Used to be called Trey.
I don't know
Peters
enough
is
about
a
Bob
Hall of
Brown.
Famer.
Bob Brown.
Yeah, but
so is
Trey
Bob
Thomas
Brown.
was never considered the best left tackle.
Exactly.
Was he not? But he's on the 75th anniversary.
He's
team.
a Hall of Famer.
Is it
Who?
Peters?
Trey Thomas.
Was Peters on the 75th?
No.
No.
Peters didn't get on the 75th?
Ah, see?
Nope, because he left to go
Really?
to Dallas.
He's only on here because he was on a Super Bowl.
See,
team.
this is why you got to.
I'm okay with going with Bob Brown. That's fine.
I think Peters
We gotta
is
give
going
one-
to be in the Hall of
we
Fame.
gotta give
Bob
one for
Brown
the,
is in the Hall of Fame. He's in the Eagles
Yeah,
Hall
but
of
how
Fame.
long was Bob Brown here for?
We got to get him.
A couple of years.
No, how long?
Like,
I couldn't say exactly.
Over
Like-
5.
No, I don't think he
I
was.
think he was.
Okay.
Bro, look up Bob Brown Eagles. I think he was.
Well,
He wanted out.
lifer.
He
What?
forced a transfer to the or
What's the
tackle
question
to
on
the
Bob Brown?
Raiders. How long was he here?
1964 to 1968.
4 years.
I think Peters has that on like
Yeah.
longevity.
Yeah.
You know that. Guinness?
Yeah, I'll take him.
How long was Trey Thomas here?
Not as long as Peters. Only
No?
because Peters hung around too long.
I think he was here long.
Dude, you know what else is
Longer
interesting?
than
He was here for 11
what's his name?
years.
Peters? But Trey, how long was Trey? Like 8?
I didn't think he was here that long.
Here's the other thing.
He only. Well, no, he did. Did he go to Jacksonville?
You know what's
again?
interesting? In a couple years, are we going to be talking about maybe Mailata being in this mix? Not now.
he could be.
All right, so we going Peters.
I would be okay
We
with
got our
Peters.
bookends.
I'm okay with Bob Brown or Peters. Peters is fine.
Peters was here longer.
I don't know much about Bob Brown.
Thomas was here 11 years too.
Oh, really?
See?
All right, we need guards. We're on the guards.
Kenyon Green.
Waiting all night to say that.
Dickerson.
I
Yeah,
was
Brandon Brooks has to
I was
be
going to say Brandon
consideration,
Brooks
too, and
and
Dickerson.
Dickerson. Yeah.
I hate that. I mean, why? Who else you got?
I got
Evan Mathis?
Evan Mathis, Brandon Brooks, Jerry Sizemore, Landon Dickerson.
How long
Evan
was
Mathis-
Sizemore?
Evan Mathis
was
was
only-
solid.
He was only good for
Yeah, but
like those
Evan
2-3
Mathis played
years.
3 years here.
Yeah,
From
2,
Denver.
3
So
years.
that's
he
not
was
enough.
like, that was it. Yeah.
How many All-Pros?
That's a
did he
cup of
make?
He had
coffee.
3 All-Pros.
Yeah, but
Well,
that's
that
a
was
cup.
it.
That's a cup of coffee, though.
Yeah.
It's a cup of
Mathis
coffee.
It was all 3 years here with us.
It was 3 years with us, but it was
Right. So does that speak of
Well-
the line more than him?
Sizemore's in the Hall of Fame. Just to say.
Score one for
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, but how long
Eagles
Sizemore been here?
No.
Jerry
NFL.
Sizemore?
Yes, he
Is
is.
in the Hall of Fame?
Yep.
How long has Sizemore been
I'm pretty
here?
sure.
Sure, I don't have him on my list.
He was here for a couple. I think so. Let me just check it out.
Sean Andrews? Did Sean Andrews love?
That was a good
The
one.
Andrews sisters?
Andrews
No.
should have been a good one.
Was Brandon Brooks here?
NFL Hall of Fame, Jerry Sizemore.
Really?
That's what I was wondering. How long was he here?
Your son missed that on his list here.
Chat GPT.
So this, Jerry Sizemore.
I want to see right
No
how
check mark on the
Yeah,
Hall of
well,
Fame.
it's just in here.
Eagles Hall of Fame, but
I
not the
swear.
NFL. Huh. I did not know Jerry Sizemore was in the Hall of Fame.
But man,
He was
Sizemore?
quiet as a player, and he was, you know,
I'm okay with that.
Sizemore.
Get him in there.
So who do we got for guards?
Sizemore.
Sizemore
And
one.
I think
Else.
Brandon Brooks.
Brooks.
But he was a year long enough. He only
Sizemore left or
Did
right?
he come back to play the Super Bowl?
No,
he was on
he
the
here
right.
for
Walters
one.
was left, and he was
He only
right.
played for 2 teams.
He retired.
No,
He
Sam
retired.
Walters
Was the other
was a
way?
tackle. I
Because
thought
of the
Walters was a
concussion
tackle.
stuff.
He wasn't here for the Super
Sizemore
Bowl.
was still.
He was on the Super Bowl team.
No, so I got Sizemore as a guard.
So we got him.
So, okay, maybe. Okay, all right.
Talking guards.
Anybody got
Oh,
Brandon
hang on a
Brooks?
second.
Pulled up one of the years.
Brandon
Uh,
Brooks was here about 6 years.
7. He was on the Super Bowl team.
Yes.
I don't think he played.
So Jerry Sizemore for
Yes,
one
he did.
guard.
He played
Starting guard.
Yes, he was on the Super Bowl team. He played.
I thought
Was it Vitae?
no, he was at
Or
I was in
Sam
Peters. Sayama was Newski. Did Winooski start?
Wisniewski was there.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
Brooks played.
I thought Brooks played in the Super Bowl. I thought Brooks started in the Super Bowl. Am I right?
He was here for 5 years.
Yeah, but did he play in the Super Bowl?
Yes, he won the Super Bowl.
Right, but did
But
he
was he
play?
actually?
Was he
I
actually
thought-
playing?
Yes, he was. He was.
Did
He
he
I'm
was
play?
saying, yeah.
I thought he was still.
It was 5
Vitae
years.
was he was on the other side, wasn't he?
The tackle. He replaced Peters. in the
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Is Brooks here long enough though? 5 years.
Who the other guys we're talking about?
There's not a lot of cards to choose from.
James Warman.
Dickerson.
I like Evan Mathis. That's the one guy.
Yeah, but it was
who
3
came
years. 5 years versus 3 years.
Well, he was an all pro all 3 years.
Yeah, but is that speaking to how good the O line was?
Or
How good
or
up.
how
Yeah,
good he
he had
was.
to be good, right? I mean,
I think it's Brandon Brooks.
Why did we let him go again?
Because Sizemore's in the Hall of Fame.
Money? Is that
Money,
what it was?
another Howie special.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
Too
this.
old.
Uh,
Then he went back to Denver, I think, and had another
Yeah,
All-Pro year.
yeah.
I say Brandon Brooks.
What about Harriman's?
Nah, he's
No,
a tackle.
He was good, but he's not
He was
this
a tackle,
level good.
Ooh.
What do you think? He's out.
Even though he was on our trip
Smitty's
with
checked
us.
out. He's waiting for.
I'm
the
not
quarterback.
checked out. I feel
He's
like
waiting for quarterback.
I feel like I don't know much about Sizemore, so I can't really say much.
Sizemore's in. We're not
He's
worried.
in the Super Bowl and he's in
So
the Hall
is
of Fame.
Brooks or Landon?
Brooks, Landon, Mathis.
I'm not putting Mathis in. He played 3 years
I
here.
agree. I'm on that side.
I'm not on there, dude. That's not enough time.
Brooks,
It's either Brooks or Dicker.
get a better. Dickerson's too soon, and he doesn't. I mean,
Dickerson.
How many old
Dickerson's
pros
been
has he
here.
had?
I don't think.
I might go Dickerson over Brooks.
So Dickerson's been here the same amount as
No.
Brooks.
You really gonna go Dickerson?
Wait, Hurts. They came the same year.
He's
Brooks missed the whole
2020.
season, right?
Dickerson's missed some games, right? I feel like he's always getting hurt.
He played through the NFC chip
he played
without
through
being
with a
able to
broken
walk.
back.
Yeah. He's a dog.
I'd be okay with giving it to Dickerson, but I think it's too soon. That's just me. Nate,
Yes.
Dickerson or Brooks?
That's tough.
Brooks.
The Brooks have it.
I don't know. I'm like,
Brooks put that.
Brooks brothers.
what's everybody else?
I don't hear anything else.
Yeah, what do you guys think?
I'm good with that.
He's already written it down.
And
he
he
can't
can't
go-
get in pen.
You can't go back and erase
He
it.
can't change it.
It's an ink.
All right, tight end.
Ertz.
Yeah, sorry.
No Pete Retzlaff.
Pete, I was just going to say that. Pete Retzlaff, Keith Krefley.
Keith
Keith
Krefley.
Krefley caught a touchdown in the
Keith
Super
Jackson.
Bowl that they
Keith
lost.
Keith
Keith
Jackson.
Jackson,
Keith Byers. What's the name of all the Keiths?
Chad
No.
Yeah.
Chad Lewis.
Chad Lewis.
LJ Smith.
Todd Pinkston.
I would have. I would.
Thomason. Who's the Thomason
I
guy?
think-
Just call it.
Richard
Ertz.
Rogers. Dick Rod.
There he is.
Keith Jackson would be the choices.
Ertz or Keith Jackson. No love for
Or,
Red
Pete-
or Pihos.
Pete.
Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame too.
Wait, so we had
Mike Ditka.
Pete Pihos.
Only here 1 year, I
His
Retzlaff.
career.
He's all of
Gary
Had a lot of
Bowman.
Pete's and Keiths on this team. Now a lot of Jalen's.
Just the, I was looking up some stats. Most Pro Bowl selections by any guard, Brandon Brooks.
Thank
All
you.
right.
In franchise history, just that.
He's on there. He won the spot.
All right. Tight end, Nate.
Jackson. Ertz. What do you mean? Ooh. Or Pihos.
Spagnuolo.
Retzlaff.
Oh, I thought you were like, ew. No, not him.
Retzlaff's in the Hall of
Okay,
Fame.
Retzlaff.
Or Retzlaff. Yes, I'm sorry, Retzlaff.
And Vince
And
Vaughn.
Ertz, dude, is
It's hard to
Vince
argue.
Vaughn was a running back.
Vince Vaughn is popping
Steve
up
Van
on.
Buren was a running back, not a freaking tight end.
So was Vince Vaughn.
And Vince Vaughn in
No, I think he was a quarterback.
in
Wasn't
Rudy.
He was the
playing-
quarterback.
But we really
Wait,
No,
Vince Vaughn played the
we
quarterback?
really
he was-
discounted
he was the
Ertz.
offensive
Yeah, I think
lineman.
it's Ertz.
He was a tackle.
Vince Vaughn?
Kurtz
Rudy was
couldn't
always
block,
on the
and he
ball.
got
Remember
tackled
that
on
for
first
you.
contact
Did that
every
for you.
time.
No, that was
Dude,
Ertz
Ertz
is
is the tackle that Rudy was killing
most
in
receptions in the
practice.
season by an
And
Eagle.
the coach kicked him out.
I gotta go Ertz.
I would go Ertz.
I think
You
it's
don't win
Ertz.
the you don't win the Super Bowl without Ertz's touchdown.
I agree.
He had the game-winning touchdown.
I think it's hard to pass up.
Maybe it's recency, but I
He
think
had-
it's
So
Ertz.
then you got it, Trey Burton. You got to throw him in at there.
I could have made that throw.
Yeah, but
Ertz
I'm talking about
did
Ertz.
have the
I
most
know, it's
catches in the
Ertz's
season one year,
numbers.
right?
Or yeah, that's what I said. Most receptions by an Eagle in the season.
There he is.
It was
Cigar and
by
a cigarette.
until was it last year the Bauer break it, or was it broken the year?
I don't remember.
Ertz had the most receptions for a tight end.
I think it's Ertz.
I think it's Ertz.
It's Ertz.
Brent Selleck.
No.
All right, so I vote Ertz.
Ertz. 2 Ertz. 3 Ertz.
Rats left.
1 Retzlaff.
I'll go with Ertz.
4 Ertz. Brody.
Ertz.
5 Ertz. 5 Ertz has it.
So are you going to use your veto here?
Are you
I'm
using
going
your
PP.
veto?
No, I'm
Okay, but are
okay.
you going to use your veto?
These guys
Ertz
are
wins.
close. It's not
Okay,
like
okay.
this guy was
Yeah.
horrible and this guy's great. I mean, I
It's
can't
tough.
argue it.
It's
He's
tough.
yeah.
Are we going running backs or wide receivers next?
Are we doing 2 or 3 wide receivers?
Yeah,
Two
that's
wide receivers.
Wow.
oh, my God.
2?
Two. Uno dos.
We're not doing people who were here 1 year, right?
So T.O. is
T.O.
T.O., that's what I'm saying.
ITO's
Is this
Pretty much at the top
all
of my
time?
top 3 receiver of all time.
top of my list.
It's hard to not
In
put
the
him
in the league.
Yeah, NFL.
Yeah, but
history.
are we talking about
Yeah,
all
you
time?
doing Eagle?
That's what I'm saying.
All-time.
Yeah.
That 2 seasons, that season and a half was all time.
It wasn't even a
was
season and a
all-time.
half.
It was all time.
I think it's hard.
Don't argue. I'm doing my
He
veto
did more
here.
sit-ups in the driveway than he
You're
did
gonna be
anything
saying
And
else.
you watched every sit up.
Damn right I
You're
did.
gonna be surprised.
Next
by
question.
My pick.
You go Tommy McDonald.
Yes.
I knew you were.
Tommy
I was
McDonald.
going to throw that out there too.
He's
Tommy
definitely
McDonald.
one.
He's got to
Gotta
be
go
one.
with the white guy receiver, don't you?
He's in the Hall of Fame.
He's a great all-time Eagle.
So is Carmichael's in the Hall of Fame. So is
I was.
Yeah.
Mike
Yeah.
Quick
So
is
was
not.
Terrell Owens.
Mike
Mike
Quick
Quick
is
is not
another.
in the Hall of Fame.
No, he's not in the Hall of Fame.
No,
Eagles
but he
Hall.
I would
should
go,
be.
I'd go Tommy
I would go-
McDonald and T.O.
Tommy McDonald and who was the other one you said?
Carmichael?
Carmichael.
AJ Brown.
Yeah, I'm going AJ.
I mean, yeah, but it's only been 4 years.
Yeah, do you see what it is?
I get it.
Yeah, but
but
are you putting AJ over T.O.?
They cancel each other out, so I'm going the person who's still here.
oh, T.O. is a top 3 receiver. Maybe.
Yeah, but we're talking
top
Eagle.
2.
I don't know.
I'm
T.O. was
talking
an
about-
Eagle.
No, I'm talking about like what they did.
I
as an
get
Eagle.
it, but like
He
here-
took his
Roy
team
Green,
to
Yeah,
Super Bowl.
basically.
Played on one
all-time
leg.
receiving yards.
Irving
And
Fryer.
could have won
Yeah,
MVP in that Super
AJ
Bowl.
has the all-time receiving yards in the season.
Yeah,
by wide
AJ actually
receiver.
got the job
It's
done.
AJ.
And he got the
Fred
job.
Barnett.
I think you gotta go AJ.
I might. You know what? I'm gonna go.
Calvin
I love
Williams.
me some Freddie Barnett.
I think AJ and T.O.
All right. But
If you're putting
Tommy
a team-
McDonald-
No, you.
AJ and Tommy.
Hey, or T.O. only 1 year.
Okay.
You guys are not doing Carmichael?
I was
Well,
just gonna say,
I was gonna say
might go
Carmichael.
Carmichael over Tom. I'm sorry, I might go Carmichael.
So
over
Carmichael,
Tom.
AJ.
I think Carmichael AJ.
I don't know if I'm ready for AJ.
I
But
can't
you're
do
ready
it.
to put in the guy that played 2 years. Not
Yes.
even.
Yeah, I'm
A
not
year and a
putting
half,
T.O.
dog.
Look at his numbers, bro.
I understand. Look at AJ's numbers.
AJ's got the
AJ's
best
numbers
numbers.
AJ's numbers are
AJ's
better.
got the best
Than
numbers.
T.O.'s?
Yes.
Yeah. He's
Hey,
got all
he's
the
got-
single season records.
He's got. Yes.
It's not true.
not touchdowns.
That's
Not
fake news.
touchdowns.
But
yards
AJ
and
has
receptions,
1876. His
yeah.
first year's an Eagle.
So he doesn't have the touchdown.
Did
Oh my
Just-
word.
AJ's stats were.
Listen to the player. Listen to the games that these players. Carmichael played 180 games. Pete played 132. Deshaun played 95. Zach played 123. McDonald played 88.
That's
Um,
it.
Because that's all they only played 10-game
They
seasons
only-
back then.
12 game
Freddie Barnett
seasons.
played 81. AJ's 14th on this list, and he's played 47 games.
And he's got all the records for one.
Yeah, AJ had way better.
Let me ask you this.
AJ's years are better.
But
than
you
When
also,
Wait,
you
wait,
also
wait,
gotta
wait, wait.
remember.
What was the last time a whole stadium sang your name? Just want to know what player did that happen?
Oh, I got booed by the whole
Bernie.
team.
Bernie.
The camera.
Perrone.
Yeah.
Wrong stadium, bro.
Trey Turner just cooked the clap out. The clap.
I love T.O., but I'm taking
You gotta
can't
remember.
put T.O. on.
Yeah,
And
it's not
and in
AJ's
in
stats are
defense
better
of
than
Tommy
T.O.
McDonald and Harold Carmichael, it was a running league back then. They didn't throw the ball nearly as much as they do now.
And didn't Harold have records?
And also,
We're a running
rules
football
were
team.
different back in those days. You could beat up a wide receiver until the ball was thrown.
That's
All right,
assault,
listen.
brother.
Listen.
Harris
AJ,
Campbell was the first one. Let's put it right. And then Jahan Dodson.
what about
right
Nate
next to
Brown? Is he on name?
Who?
Nate Brown?
Reggie Brown.
No.
I still think Ronell Young.
Quez Watkins.
I mean, Ronell Young.
Chris Watkins, we'd have 3 Super Bowls.
Jalen Rager.
Jalen Reagan.
Yeah.
We
What
should
about
get
Riley
Those two names
Cooper?
mixed
I
up.
don't know.
Riley
Oh, I know
Cooper.
why, because I was looking at Ronell Young.
Jeremy Maclin, yeah.
Jeremy Maclin. I mean, Deshaun is interesting.
Deshaun's a good. Like,
Deshaun,
He's a
Deshaun,
runner-up.
Avon.
yeah.
Deshaun can get into the Hall of Fame.
I don't know.
No, he's not
No.
He'll make the Eagles.
It depends
No.
if Delaware State wins in that.
I think
Speaking of that, we should go to that game. Vic versus
Harold Carmichael
You want to go?
should be on there.
Carmichael. I like Carmichael.
I've been
It's
convinced.
tough to go against Carmichael and McDonald.
I've been
They're
convinced.
both in the Hall of Fame.
I'm fine with Carmichael.
If Brody's okay with
So
Carmichael.
wait, are we doing Carmichael and AJ?
Carmichael, we all agree Carmichael's one of
Yeah,
the
I'm
best.
fine with that.
Yeah.
but-
Is Carmichael the Wilt Chamberlain of his generation?
No.
But
Some,
nobody-
some
no,
might
just
say.
wait.
No.
Some might say.
What? Nobody
Some
saw
might
it?
say he's the
Yeah,
LeBron
just
without
the-
the whining.
Oh.
Do the flopping.
Oh.
Look, there he is, Tommy.
LeBron James.
His number's not retired too. That's Tommy McDonald.
Oh,
That's
right,
a shame.
That's right. That's right. It's not.
You go to Hall of Fame, your number should be
All right, so
retired.
who's our other receiver then? Your number.
Kevin
We're
Curtis.
fighting.
AJ.
We're fighting.
Well, who do you got?
I love T.O. I know
It's hard. You
No.
can't do one
No.
year.
I can't do 1 year.
can't do 1 year.
If we're not
Yeah,
doing,
AJ.
if we're not doing fewer years for like Bob Brown, you can't do T.O. for one
I think you got to
No.
consider
AJ's stats are also better than T.
How are we not considering AJ? Think about it.
It is
We're
AJ.
talking about him, so he's being considered.
He's only 3 years,
He's
right?
not getting there.
3 years?
It is
Yeah, but
AJ.
dude, he's broke.
Yeah, but
I don't know, man.
In 17 games, he played 7
Yeah,
more games than
exactly.
some of these guys did.
I think you got to go Tommy McDonald. They're both in the Hall of Fame.
No love for Chris Carter.
No,
No.
sorry. Even with the coke,
Smitty's got a lot of love for Chris Carter.
I think Smitty's just a cokehead. Though.
I've never done a drug in my life. dog.
Bullshit.
I
You ever take
swear.
medicine?
Oh,
You ever
my
drink
God.
alcohol?
You ever drink
Snorts-
alcohol?
He snorts Snapple Zero straight.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's baselining the Snapple
You ever
Zero.
smoke a
And
cigarette?
who's
He's
the,
next
who,
in
wait,
line for a kidney
who's the
stone.
one that's slimming and trimming? So shut up.
You ever smoke a cigarette?
No.
Well, you've had alcohol and you've taken medicine.
All right, we're way
And
off.
you've taken
He's
drugs.
not a wide receiver, so let's stop talking about Snapple.
Tommy McDonald.
Yeah.
Final answer.
Tommy?
I'm the cat.
Everybody's going Tommy?
Unless somebody's got a veto, they want
I'm-
to use.
I'm good with Tommy.
I'm good with Tom.
Tommy.
Brody doesn't even know who Tommy
Sounds
is.
like there's four
I know
Tommy.
He's
So
a
we
guy
got
that
Harold and Tommy.
you know
Favorite
McDonald's, the
Yeah,
hamburger place.
that's it.
Mike Quick right there. Mike Quick.
Nah.
At one point,
He was
I thought Mike Quick
excellent.
was better than Jerry Rice.
Yeah, well, that says a lot about your ball knowledge there.
You also
No.
Todd Pinkston
You
was
didn't
against
watch
Randy Moss.
it. You didn't watch Mike Quick.
There was
Nope,
there was
can't
nothing
say
on
that.
that Eagles team but him.
Yeah.
So
He
Jerry
made-
Rice had a lot of other weapons.
He made
Jerry Rice is the best. But
he made outrageous catches.
All right,
We're gonna go Tommy.
TMCD.
Tommy McDonald. Wow.
Tom McCarthy.
These quarterbacks are gonna struggle to get the ball. All right, let's go to. Let's go
He's
to
not getting open on any.
running
He's in the Hall of
backs.
Fame.
We got 2 running backs.
Uncle Pat would be proud of.
He would be.
You know, running back.
Josh Adams.
Fullback.
I mean, you can go fullback if you want. I just got
One
halfback.
One running
No,
back
this
or
is-
two?
Halfback and a
this
and
is
running back.
this
We
is
got
going to be
So 2? Oh,
Brutal.
this is easy. This is easy.
is it?
Saquon?
Shady and Saquon.
Josh Adams.
But it's
Wendell
1
Small.
year.
I don't care. That's the most
It's
fun
great.
year I've ever
Ever.
seen.
So you're giving up Steve Van Buren, Wilbur Montgomery,
Vince Vaughn. Oh,
B
that's
West,
right. Vince
B
Vaughn.
West, your favorite player,
Yeah, B West.
Shady.
Shady. I said Shady.
Okay.
Saran
And Timmy
Stacy.
Brown.
Ron Hebron.
Ricky
You're giving up-
Waters,
You're,
Ricky
you're
Waters?
making these names up.
You're giving up Timmy
I
Brown.
forgot
Deuce
about.
Staley?
I forgot about Steve Van Buren. You could throw him on there, even though he's running like a 640 right now. In these days.
Steve Van Buren was a 2-time champ.
Good for him.
When he
checks all the
retired,
boxes other
when
than
he
Super Bowls.
retired,
No, he has
had
two
he had the
championships,
48, 49.
the NFL
and
career
he scored the only
rushing
touchdown,
record
7-0,
for
49 in
attempts,
snowstorm.
rushing
Just
yards
saying, he isn't
and rushing touchdowns.
played 10 games.
He's also in a
Led
lot
the
of
league
good
a couple
movies.
years.
A lot of good movies. Yes.
Yeah, but dude, Shady.
I think Shady should be.
That's-
on.
this is-
Shady in his day was.
Shady should be in the Hall of Fame.
Shady never gets
Oh.
traded by Chip Kelly, dude.
He should be in the Hall of Fame.
He's gonna get in the Hall of Fame. Man.
Yeah. Put
But
Shady on.
Charlie Garner.
I mean, it would be great to say Saquon, but we can't do it after 1 year.
That's
one
what
Because
I-
maybe a hypocrite.
He might have
One year.
He might have had the greatest running back year of any
Oh,
Eagle,
yeah,
but not all
absolutely.
time.
You're right.
Bro, give me T.O., Saquon, and Michael Vick. Nobody's beating this team.
Michael Vick.
Nobody's beating this team.
But Shady should be on, right? Shady's one.
Yeah, Shady's one.
Shady's the best running back in Eagles history.
I agree.
Over Wilbur?
Yeah.
Wow.
I agree.
I would.
Listen to this guy. Listen to this guy.
I agree with that.
Dude, Shady's the best running back you've ever seen in in Eagles lifetime.
We just saw one last year.
Yeah.
Wilbert,
I'm talking longevity.
Wilbert and B. West were pretty damn
Oh
good.
my god.
Not better.
I love B.
Not
West.
better
He's
than
not
Shady.
better than Shady.
Yeah, I'll tell you Shady.
I'm not voting for the Nova kid.
Oh,
I mean, I'm with you on that. I ain't voting for Nova either.
Shady.
You're right, Jim.
All right, so Shady,
Shady.
and we still need another one, right?
Aftermath.
Shady is. Everybody's on Shady.
I'm on. We're not on Shady. I'm with
Alright,
Shady.
well,
And Shady?
I'll give you one for Shady, but we needed the second one, right?
I'm okay with. I'm okay with Van Buren. If you
John Ritchie.
are we doing
Michael
fullback?
Turner.
Leonard Weaver.
Leonard Weaver. He was a great one.
He was great.
He was a great one. I love him.
Garrett Blunt.
Before he got
Garrett
hurt.
Blunt.
Like, yeah.
Jay
On a
Jai.
Super Bowl team.
Yeah,
Yep.
Don't
Jay
forget about
Jai.
Keith Byers, though. Keith Byers was always a good one.
Keith Byers, best block I've ever seen. His
Buckhalter?
best friend too.
Crow Buckle.
Oh, yeah.
According to Uncle Bob, Carl Buckhalter was the best Eagles running back.
Nah.
Until
I
he blew
agree.
out his knee.
How does he?
You've met
argue
Uncle
that?
Bob, right?
Wasn't he in that? Wasn't he in that vehicle on South Street
Oh my God, dude.
smoking joints? All him and
Uncle Bob or Carl
What's
Buckhalter?
What's with you talking about drugs tonight?
Carell Buckhalter. And there were three of them in there, wasn't it? And the one that got cut was the least relevant player. The other two were still were good players, so they kept them. And then they cut the. He was either a rookie or
Back
like
then
a,
it was Carell, Deuce, and Westbrook, right?
no.
That was
The
the
other
three-headed
other
monster
two
back
were not running backs in the car.
Clarence Peaks and Ted Dean.
All right, well,
No, they ain't getting there.
who we going? I know there's Van Buren checks a lot of boxes.
Yep. I would say Van Buren.
Before my time.
Before my time too. It's before all of our times.
Before my time.
Well,
Even
when
me.
you look at what he did, and if you read about him, it's Van Buren.
I mean, that's a pretty explosive backpack.
I don't care what you say. Give me Barkley.
I'm with you.
I'm
man.
with
One
you.
year.
Yeah, but it's only 1 year.
It was the.
That's
It's
the
the greatest year of running
I
back ever.
get it, but it was 1 year.
And scratch off McDonald and put T.O. Scratch off Brooks
All right,
and
let's
put,
do it.
and put
I'm in.
He said, "Let's do it.
Let's do it. I'm in. I'm T.O.
You shoot my guy, I shoot
What's
your
our
guy.
second running back? Is it
All right,
we're
Westbrook?
saying Van
We
Buren.
we vote no. We got Van Buren or what? How many votes we
I
got
don't.
Van
I don't
Buren?
know. I don't think I can go Villanova. I'm serious.
We're not.
I'm not going.
No, he's out.
I love Westbrook. but I'm
He's
not-
out.
No, but is your reason Villanova? Because that's
No.
my reason.
No.
Oh, that's
No.
my reason. I'll be honest.
I would take Charlie Garner.
Darren
Sure.
Sproles.
Terrence Sproles.
Darren Sproles.
Oh
No.
scat back.
Van Buren?
Yes.
Boston Scott.
Yes.
I'm okay with Van Buren.
How many votes for
okay.
Van Buren?
SVB.
SVB gets it.
Jay Ajayi.
Quarterback.
Greatest coach
Oh yeah, we haven't done
in
that.
Eagles history.
It's the current one.
Is it the current one?
Yeah, I feel like it has.
I hate to
He's
say
the
this,
only
but I
one
think it
who
is.
Yeah.
I think
it
Two Super Bowls.
It ain't. It ain't the
It's hard to fight.
It ain't Big Red.
It
Well,
ain't
first
that
of all,
guy.
No.
dude, since Nick Sirianni's been here, they've been in the playoffs
They've been
every
the
year.
winningest team
Yeah,
in
never-
two
They've been in
Super
Super Bowl
Winningest
twice.
percentage ever, right?
He's got an 80% winning percentage.
I'm not arguing.
You
Yeah,
can't
I'm
argue
sure.
that.
Yeah, I don't think. I
solid on
It's
that. No, Dick
Sirianni.
Vermeil.
No.
Nah.
Dick Vermeil got a bartender to play wide receiver.
Andy.
He was
What did
a
he
good
know?
coach. He
What
wasn't
did
a
he
great
know?
coach.
What? Vince Papale.
Andy.
It's not Andy. Not even
Yeah.
close. Look at the numbers.
So Nick is the best head
Yes.
coach.
Congratulations to Italians in
I mean,
South Philly.
I don't mind Nick because I was a Nick.
Chip
fan.
was close for me.
I think,
Chip was real close.
I think Andy he changed
Not-
the whole NFL of how to play.
Grammy said Buddy Ryan.
Yeah.
Because Andy passed to run. And
All right.
Andy had the West Coast perfected.
Okay.
Richie
All right,
Coates.
On to the
already-
next
All
one.
right. So where are we at now? Kickers?
Greatest owner.
Lows to the high.
come on.
Lows to the
Lord.
high.
No
Lord.
love for Norman Braidman.
No.
Do you have kickers?
Jeffrey
Yeah.
Lurie.
All right.
Who's the greatest owner?
Lori.
They've had
Yeah.
good
Greatest
kickers.
kicker,
They've had a
Jake
lot of
Elliott.
good
Greatest
kickers.
announcer?
Jake. What? Are we really doing this?
Radio?
Merrill Reese is
Merrill.
the only
Merrill?
one. It's the
Merrill.
only one.
No, he was a color guy.
Whoa.
Color.
Yeah.
Not colored.
I don't know.
Color.
You say what I heard.
Canceled tonight.
Yeah, we're
Yo, what the
canceled.
hell, bro?
Yeah, tell me.
First you said those guys in the car,
Right? Yeah.
right? And now you saying the color.
You should
I didn't say you people. I said those guys.
And then you keep adding.
Oh, Charlie Swift.
Yeah, and then he says you people.
Charlie,
How disrespectful.
Charlie Swift. That's how Merrill got the Charlie Swift killed himself in the hotel the morning of the game.
Yo, pass that down.
Merrill was his backup. That's a true story.
Wait,
Remember that?
Merrill got the job because
because
he
you-
killed
Yes.
himself?
Charlie
Yeah.
Swift
Committed
killed in the
suicide.
morning of the game.
Rat.
Yep.
Jeez.
That is suicide.
How does Merrill feel about
Merrill-
that?
That's
Merrill-
a great story.
Merrill was the color
Just
guy.
gonna
like
turn it-
us.
Yeah,
He was the color guy for Charlie Swift.
yeah,
That's crazy.
That is
Did you hear
crazy.
that? And
That's a
Charlie
true
Swift
story.
was a good announcer.
yeah. He was. He
Yeah,
was.
it's Murray's.
Apparently not to himself. He didn't think so.
Yeah.
All right, special
Well,
teams.
it's almost only Merrill.
Greatest kicker?
David H.
Elliot.
Elliott.
Elliott.
I don't know, man. There's a lot of.
Missy Elliott last season.
Tony Franklin was pretty
Missy
good.
Elliott.
They had a lot of good kickers over the years. The team stuff,
Dude, he
but they
just,
did.
yeah, but let
really.
me ask you this.
Who's
Who's got the most?
most?
Who's got the most points scored in the Super Bowl by a kicker? Jake Elliott,
Elliott.
16. 2 rings, not one.
I'm not arguing the fact. I'm just saying the Eagles have
Would you
always had a
rather
lot
have
of good
who's double
kickers.
doink?
I
Really, yeah.
go with Elliott.
Would you rather have 2 rings or 1? And not just
I
Super
just
Bowl.
said I'd go with Elliott.
2 rings or 1?
2.
2 ladies.
Sam Baker.
Yeah.
2 ladies.
Yeah.
He's a ladies man. There you go.
Gotta
Deke.
move to Utah.
Missy Elliott.
Deke, what do you have? A backup quarterback?
Long snapper.
Let me find out. Yeah, he's got a long
You know,
snapper.
that's
David Akers. Nobody's.
Brody said Akers.
Did you?
we've had good long snappers.
Jeff Thomason.
Mike Farcher?
Mike Farcher.
Seriously, we-
John Dornbos?
Dornbos?
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't have it, so. Dornbos wins.
I don't know.
I think it's Lovato.
Is it Lovato?
He's got 2 Super Bowls.
Why did we get rid of him?
We traded.
Deke.
Deke. We got
Magic.
the other guy.
Nate
from
said
the
you've been
Browns.
disrespectful all day. Now,
How's
usually he says that about me. I don't
How's
know.
that? How's that, Nate?
He's not talking. He's showing.
He's canceled. You're canceled, dog.
You keep calling me prep boy and whatnot.
Well,
so.
that's not it.
Okay, colored man.
Fat.
Wait.
Paul
He was a good
McFadden?
kicker.
You
Paul
got
McFadden.
canceled tonight,
They,
bro.
they,
It's
the team
usually
stunk. He was a
someone
good.
else.
I'm just saying, the Eagles have always had good kickers over the years.
We're
Tom
on
Dempsey.
What are we on? Long snappers?
Blue
Sam
Joe?
Baker. He was around.
Lovato or Dornbos?
1968.
I love
He
Magic.
killed us from getting
Dornbos.
What about
Who's
Jeff
that?
Thomason?
Eagles.
I
Were,
said
Ah,
He
0
was a
11.
beer drink.
Thanksgiving.
he could drive it. He could
Kicked 4 field goals.
snap it into a
That was the end of that.
Remember that?
Dornbos.
Yes. Yeah, I do remember.
Dornbos.
Dornbos?
We going with Dornbos?
Yes.
Lovato's got 2 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, he
I don't
does.
know.
Yeah, but
Yes.
can Lovato pull his magic out?
No.
What were you thinking?
Dornbos?
All right, we're really going Dornbos over a
Lovato,
2
it's
ring
not even.
long
I'm
snapper?
vetoing.
All right,
Oh,
veto.
we got a veto.
Wow, you're going to use your veto?
I
Look at braces on the ball.
There we go. I want to tariff that.
All right, kick returner.
Answer
Mm.
catch.
Deshaun
DJ.
Jackson.
DJ.
No Vince Papali?
Wally Henry.
He's got movies after
Stop.
all.
He wasn't a kick returner.
Brent Covey, Jeremy Blue.
Tommy McDonald. You should
Jeremy
catch.
Boyd.
Reno Mata.
Gee, we're not talking about no
Reno
skin.
fair catch when he was still in the bet.
It's D-Jack. It's not even close.
Ryan.
Yeah, Chicky wasn't taking his tips.
What about Brian Mitchell?
Yeah, beat Mitch.
Bicycle hammer?
Bicycle hammer?
Bicycle-
You
oh,
can't-
boy.
Yeah, but he
Punching
you
the goalpost
hold
at
on,
Giant
hold on. You
Stadium.
can't put Brian Mitchell on with his allegiance to other teams.
Yeah,
It's-
Washington.
Yeah, but see then Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about B West? B West was
Who's
a
got
good
the
kick
most
returner.
exciting kick return?
I mean, look, that's the loophole. If you want to get B West on the team, you put him in the kick return.
I'm not putting anybody
Yeah.
with Nova on.
Oh, stop it.
D-Jack is the best kick returner I've ever seen.
Yes, 100%. And
I'm-
punch.
I'm-
You didn't kick to him.
No love for Brian Mitchell.
I
I
said
said-
that. Yeah, we're talking
I
about
said
it.
that, yeah.
Where you been, Nate?
See, this is
Where
where
you been, Nate?
Brian Mitchell broke my heart by not running that kick return all the way in against Tampa Bay. He got tackled at what, like 12 or something?
Yep.
14.
Yep.
14.
I was outside the stadium waiting to sneak in.
I'm not going to throw this guy out there. He killed the Cowboys back in the day. Al Nelson.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Never heard of him.
I know.
Al Harris.
He was a good safety.
Dude, I
He's the
too.
guy that kickoffs and
That was him.
that was
Allen
him.
Rossum.
And they sucked.
That dude.
Cowboys
that's
are good
not
that
real.
year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was like
Allen Rossum.
21-17 or
They
something.
ended up winning that game.
Yeah,
right?
real close. But
Alan Rawson.
Allen Rossum.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but he's from Notre
He went
Dame.
to Green Bay,
He
didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, you got to stop rolling out all the colleges here. Right?
Yeah,
I would too. Notre
I don't think they have a single Penn State guy.
You know,
As it should be.
Not Mike's orders.
Barkley should be on. Kim Barkley.
Barkley could return kicks.
Matt Barkley.
Matt.
Are we going D Jackson?
Yes.
D Jackson. All right, D Jackson it is. I think we got it all. Punter?
Donnie
Donnie
Jones.
Jones, Sean Landetta.
No, it was
Sean Landetta.
What
Who's
about
Australian?
Sean Landetta was
Raka.
Donnie Jones. Oh, Sam
Raka. Yeah.
Sean Landetta was the kicker of the 80s and the 90s.
Well,
Not
for the
Not
Giants.
for the Eagles,
Giants.
but he was the.
That's good enough for me.
I got to go with Sean Landetta.
That's good enough for me.
He was also a Philadelphia Star.
Good for him.
Nobody cares about that.
He also is a
Greatest
manager
pu-
of Red Robin up on the boulevard.
Greatest punter
What?
in Philadelphia Stars.
He was what?
The manager of the Red Robin up in the show.
Oh,
All right.
Really?
I don't know. He did come to one of our fantasy drafts.
When
Red
Landetta-
Robin.
No,
Oh,
you
nice.
know he's a loser if he's coming to Jim's draft.
All right. We don't have Jason Avant on here. I'm upset about that.
Max Roniger?
Is that Rudy's brother?
No, he's kicked for the Eagles in the 80s. I think he was on the Pro Bowl one year. He was at the Super Bowl team for the Eagles. Just throwing it out there.
That sounds made up.
No, it's not made up, but yeah.
Quarterback.
Okay, this is easy.
Greatest Eagles quarterback of all time.
Tommy
Who holds the
Thompson.
numbers?
Tommy Thompson won 2 chips.
That's made up too.
God.
No,
That's
it's
not made up.
Tommy Thompson's a gun in
48,
Call of Duty.
49. So Jalen's got some catching up to do before he gets past
It's
his
Jalen
Tommy
Hurts.
Thompson.
Is it Jalen Hurts?
Yes.
Does he hold the
Dude,
Doesn't
franchise
matter.
record yet?
5 years, 2 Super
How-
Bowl
how
appearances,
many
1
MVPs?
Super Bowl
How many-
MVP.
How many MVPs does he have?
Who cares?
Regular season.
That's all I care about.
Yeah, that's what I care
Photos
about.
like that.
Right, photos like that.
There's no
Jaws
Hurts.
and Randall
So
have an MVP.
he's got one like that. He's got one like that.
Yeah, but
But
he
he's
didn't
more
model
way more
consistency.
athletic and better overall.
And look at his
than-
winning percentage.
This guy's already in the Hall of Fame.
No, he's
It's
not.
cleats or something, wasn't it?
7 touchdown game.
Oh,
Yeah, but he's
so-
in the Hall of Fame and stuff in the Super Bowl. It's already there.
Look at his goatee too.
His goatee is that what you call
Goatee
it?
or whatever.
Donovan
We just
McNabb
call it
still
a
holds all
goatee.
this, all the
The
team
new name
records.
will
Yes.
be the goatee.
And then
Don-
Cunningham.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
Brand-
they didn't win. You guys.
Well, here's you were saying this. You're going to do a Super Bowl team, or you're going to do all time. I mean, you got to throw it. That's the truth.
I know you're right. I'll give you
He's not a
that.
Hall of Famer yet. Doesn't have a number retired.
Winning percentage.
This is
2 Super Bowls.
I think it's Hurts.
Like I think if you look at the stats, he probably doesn't have a lot of stats for the Eagles.
Not yet.
No,
He's
not
got
because
two-
it's too soon.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
But I'm
but in a
saying,
year he's going
so-
to be the all-time rushing for a quarterback.
do you consider the other guys?
That's all right.
I think it's Hurts.
I'm going Hurts, and I'm not going to.
There's no Hurtsdelphia without Pennsylvania.
Oh, damn.
So are you going Wentz?
You're going Foles.
I was going one of the
Detmers. Super
Detmers.
Bowls without Wentz.
Wait, who are you
Tired
going with?
boy.
For real?
Kevin Cobb.
Ginger Jesus.
Bobby Brister.
All right, I'm
God,
going to sit
That was
back, but it's
horrible.
Jalen.
Who's that? Mike
Oh, Mike
McMahon?
with his Mike
Who-
McMahon.
who is
Mike
this?
McMahon.
Who
Yes.
is it?
It's Hurts.
It's
We had
Hurts.
Mike Cordova
All right,
too.
so we got 2 for Hurts.
Roman
Mike
Gabriel.
Barilla.
Who's
Yeah.
your
Come on, seriously, is it Hurts?
We have 2 for Hurts and none for anybody else.
One for Wentz.
1 for Wentz.
No.
For Wentz. One for McNabb.
1 for
You're
McNabb.
putting McNabb in there?
Maybe.
McNabb might be the best
What,
losing
choker of all
quarterback
time?
Of all time, yeah.
McNabb still has all the team records.
Yeah, and he always loses.
Huh?
Donnie?
Really?
I'm one. Or Hurts, I mean.
I don't know. Oh, man.
Come on, Deke. Make me proud for once.
For once.
Come on, Deke. Think about what you just saw.
I know. I
Think
know.
about what this team became under Hurts. A wrecking
How many
ball.
years? He's 4 years in, right?
Who, Hurts?
It was a
Yeah.
knock on Hurts.
No, 5 years.
He's not 5 years in.
Yeah, he started.
He's
with-
4
there
years
was
in.
something that
He
somebody had
started-
said.
Oh, I saw this week Chris Sims that because of the team around him makes him great. So they put him in number
Yeah, it was
10.
something like if you move him. Oh yeah, there it was. If you remove him from this team, what's the record of the team?
Well, I tell you right now, Barkley doesn't break the all-time rushing record because the threat of both
That's
of
not
them
my
running.
question. My question.
If you're, but
If
who
you,
you're
if you, if
replacing?
you, if
So
you
you're
move
saying-
Hurts and put somebody else in there, do they still make the playoffs?
Who's the other
I think it
person?
depends on who the
Who
other
are you
person
talking about? Like Tanner McKee?
Aaron Rodgers.
Like
Well, give me
Josh
some-
Like a
Allen.
legit starter.
So what are you
Josh
giving me?
Allen,
All right, so you're saying
I'm not talking like Josh Allen.
Jameis Winston?
All right, here we go. Put Josh Allen in there.
I don't know if they go to the Super Bowl. I don't know if they win. He's a turnover machine in like games. Sometimes.
And
That's what it was. They were comparing.
he folds against the Chiefs too.
They were comparing if you took the best quarterback off the team, how good would that team be if you started flipping? And
I don't
mean,
think
You
the
say it all the
take-
time.
If you take Mahomes off that team, no other quarterback is making that team.
No.
Look, there's probably other quarterbacks who put in
on this team.
for the Eagles.
They're
not
not.
Rodgers.
No, they're not.
Not Rodgers. Rodgers lost. Rodgers. Wait a minute. Ass.
Does
Or
Rodgers
more
take
ass
the
than
team to the
ass.
playoffs?
He's the ass of all
Are
ass.
we
Does
discount?
Rodgers take that team to the playoffs?
No.
Are we discounting?
Maybe.
Make the playoffs
He might make the
Aaron
playoffs.
Rodgers?
I don't think they win the
Because
Super
that's
Bowl.
Sucked in New York. Did we not just watch
Yeah, but it's New York. I mean, that's
Yeah.
You don't think Aaron Rodgers takes
How do
his
I
team
need
to
to
the
convince
playoffs?
you? I'm so
No,
No, I
Does
do.
current Aaron Rodgers? If you put
Yes.
another quarterback, that's what
Rodgers right now.
quarterback would be.
No.
Takes the
I need
Eagles to the
convince you
playoffs
that you
last
better than
year.
McNabb.
Last year.
McNabb could never get
I
to the
think he
promised
would.
land. Hurts
He
got there
probably
twice.
would.
And he outplayed
Yeah, he probably
Mahomes
would.
twice.
Hurts has been through Super Bowl.
So who's your guy?
I got Hurts.
All right, good.
3 Hurts.
3 Hurts. We got 4.
We got 3. No, we still.
4. Jim said Hurts.
Jim just said Hurts.
He's got
That's 3.
4. Oh my God.
You?
No, he said Wentz.
Yeah, he said Wentz.
He said Hurts. We got 4 Hurts.
You know what?
It's
you
wins.
He took him to 2 Super Bowls.
If
Yeah,
Hurts wins.
I can't argue Hurts, but you
5.
know, I'm just saying I don't
No,
know.
you can argue it, but what is your rationale?
Some of the stats the other
He
guys
doesn't have
have.
all the numbers yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, if you're saying
I don't think
all-time
he-
Do you
greatest,
think when he goes down, he might be the best
I don't think he
quarterback?
he might. Yeah,
Never
but
have the
right
best
now,
records.
I don't think
If
so.
he gets another, would you put him there?
Is he going to get another
Maybe.
Super Bowl?
Oh, you said you go with Donnie,
We'll
right?
have the most ever.
Me?
Nah.
Well, no.
I
We're
would.
talking about greatest Eagle.
Donovan choked in big moments.
He did.
He threw up.
So,
He- No, he didn't choke. He threw up.
Okay.
He had too much.
He would have choked if he had swallowed.
Choked on me. Yeah, wait, say that again? What did he say? Yeah, exactly.
Does Donovan take that team to the Super Bowl?
No. No.
What team? Last year?
Last year?
No.
Last year?
He can't hit a.
Yeah.
He wouldn't hit AJ in
No.
stride.
He took the look at the
Yeah,
team
his-
to the Super Bowl.
His deep ball was a good throw.
You know,
Really
he's
good
throwing
throw.
a
James
Super
Thrash
Bowl?
and Pinkston and getting them the NFC championships.
Yeah.
Thrash
I
and
don't know.
Pinkston.
Yeah.
You don't think he takes that team to the Super Bowl? You serious? Come on.
I
I didn't say he would win.
I
but
think-
they're going to the bowl.
almost any past Eagles quarterback.
Kevin
Trying to
Cobb.
think.
Kevin Cobb.
Corey Detmer might get them. Stop. No. No. Donovan's definitely taking that team to the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
Because of the running game, because just the whole team.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
team around it is just unreal. I mean, I think it's Hurts, but if you guys want to
All
put
right,
it
all-time Eagles fan.
oh, it's easy.
Uncle Pat.
PSG. No, not Uncle Pat. PSG.
So is it jail? Are we going jailing for
Yeah,
a
It
QB?
sounds like we're going
What
to
hurts?
We're
What
going
hurts?
We're going to
I'm not going to argue.
All right,
it.
so here's our offense. Protecting our MVP, our Super Bowl MVP quarterback. Jalen Hurts is Jason Peters, Jerry Sizemore, Jason Kelce, Brandon Brooks, Lane Johnson. Receivers are our Carmichael, Tommy McDonald, Hurts at tight end, Shady and Steve Van Buren at running back. Elliott kicking, Lovato long snap, Djax, kick returner, Sean Liddell a punt.
You know how we get Coy Detmer on the team? Holder.
There you go.
Why do you want him on the team?
I don't.
You want that?
But we just
like
said
Shady
it.
Celebration.
But
Just say the
Get
name.
up and do the
but
celebration.
we got a long snap
No.
and we got a kicker.
If you, get
You
up
need
and
a
do the
holder, right?
celebration, we'll put 'em on.
Am I right? You need a holder.
Mhm.
I mean, Matt Barkley was a good holder.
Joe Star
but
Patty.
no,
All right.
nobody flipped the ball over the shoulder like Coy Detmer
If you
did
get
to
up,
David
wait,
Akers.
listen. If you get up and do the Coy Detmer dance, we'll put him on it.
Not happening.
You gotta have
But
a
he's
belt.
on there.
You need
With
a
the
belt.
belt?
But he's on there.
Oh, stop being a bitch.
I'm the only one that didn't curse tonight. I'm proud of myself.
All right, we have our full team. full team. This is it. This is legit. You post this. Nobody can argue this.
I mean, they can argue.
Dude, if you post this,
we're gonna get killed.
Yeah, you'll get ridiculed forever.
oh yeah, because you're not going to keep everybody.
Yeah, nobody's gonna
You're
have
kiss my ass.
I think that's a really
Well,
good
there is
team.
that.
This is a solid
Good team, but
Argue with me.
You have to put in, especially for wide receiver, that there's not enough. That they don't have enough time on the team.
I'm not caveating anything.
I think it's a
Kiss
very
my
good
ass.
team.
Argue with me all you want.
That
That's
team
what
is-
we want.
that
We
team
want
is winning
engagement.
No,
Super Bowl.
you're not going to do any caveats when you post this.
No, this is it.
We're going to
This is
catch so much heat for wide receivers.
That's fun.
Do we care?
You voted on it.
No, I
You
know.
vetoed it.
I
Let me
know.
ask you a question.
No, I agree
vetoes
with
were
these.
used, so this is
No,
unanimous.
no.
This
Who
is
had-
unanimous.
Brody had one.
did he veto somebody?
He needed the long snap.
You vetoed one.
One of those.
You vetoed one.
No, I wanted to veto T.O. and I pulled back. I was afraid. All right, Eagles, Jair Alexander, Justin Simmons, Trey Hendrickson.
I
Any of them
give
come next
Jair.
team?
I want Jair.
I don't think they can afford Hendrickson. I'd like to
Why
see them
not?
get
They
him.
have 45
They're not
million
making
cap
any
just this year. You don't even got to pay him. You just trade for him and he plays,
Well,
right?
I'd like to see him.
No, he wants to get paid.
But he's 31. I'm not paying him.
How horrible is the Bengals franchise?
Terrible.
Well,
Horrible.
why
They
they?
paid all this offensive guys and realizing that every year they lose because they can't stop people from scoring. Now they're going to let Hendrickson go. They're not going to sign a first round pick.
First round pick.
They're horrible. They're horrible.
Yeah, we're gonna get the first round pick. We're gonna get him then.
He signed today.
No,
he
the
left
Bengals.
hand.
The Bengals. First
Bengals.
round.
Yeah, but I thought they said somebody said later on they signed him.
No, the Eagles
No, he
signed
walked
their
away.
pick today.
Yeah, I know they did, but I thought.
No, he
Oh,
walked
okay.
away.
I know he walked away.
Oh, you already signed? Maybe you did.
I thought I might have heard that.
That's a good call if you did.
Andrew's upset we didn't put Cunningham on the team.
I love Cunningham. You want to put him in as a punter? Over Sean Landetta? He holds the
All right,
record.
now
That was a team
He holds the
record.
record.
Now we're gonna do backups. Everyone come back.
Special teams and all the practice squad.
Honorable mention team.
Yes.
Aaron Rodgers got a job. We're all excited.
Good for him.
We're all excited.
Oh, we are.
Phil's at the trade deadline. I think it'll happen.
They better.
Not likely.
Ranger.
Closer. Rangers going.
Yeah, that might be the one thing that happens.
Does anybody want Ranger? What are you going to get for Ranger?
He's been pretty
Not
good.
enough.
He's been good this year.
Sanchez.
What do they need?
What?
A closer? What do they
You're
need?
trading.
Trade Sanchez. I'm
They
not
need
trading
bullpen
Sanchez,
help.
but that's what you're getting.
And they probably need
They need a left
They need
fielder.
a whole outfield.
Yeah.
a center
They need
fielder.
a center fielder more
Yeah.
than a
They need a
left
center.
fielder. Yeah.
Rojas is not it?
No.
Oh, dude,
Nobody's been in.
You're
They
a better
haven't
hitter
figured-
than Rojas.
They haven't figured it out.
I'm just saying, like you're saying they need a center fielder who can hit, or they just need a center fielder.
They need a center
Center
fielder.
They need
Who can hit?
Their
Who
defense
can hit?
has been
Mostly
bad.
who can hit.
I'm about to say, I thought he was a good fielder.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is.
Oh,
He is.
Yeah, he's
He's
fallen
a
off
very good outfielder.
Okay.
He's fallen off a bit. He's had some misplays.
He's had some miscues, yeah.
They gotta
Who's
make
been a
moves.
disappointment in that lineup?
Everyone.
All of them.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Yeah. Except for Schwarber.
Yeah.
Bones, Stott.
You don't think Turner's
Bone's the hottest hitter though right now.
Turner's
keep
actually
shitting
been a
on
good,
Bone.
good
He's the
hitter.
hottest hitter
Yeah.
right now.
He's such a
Yeah, he's hitting for average.
He's got the loose.
But everything he does at the plate, he just blows it up in the field. He makes a very inopportune error.
Yeah, he's always good for one.
Yes, at the worst time.
Sixers trading up. Rumors.
I mean, if they
Trading
get-
up to 2.
you get Harper.
They had me in for a workout yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't want to tell
That's the
you.
only move you can make, right?
Well, Edgecombe came out with Maxey. That's interesting. Is Maxey coming out with all of them? That's what I want to find out. He went with the
Yeah, he
team.
came out to have dinner.
So
with
why
them,
is
whatever.
Embiid not? Why is George not? I'm being serious. I know we don't like them, but what's
No,
going
I
on?
like Embiid. I don't like George.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is,
Yeah, why
why is
not
that
these
whole
guys?
big three not?
If you're look, they're not free agents. Like you're not trying to woo them. They're rookies.
Right,
You're
but
gonna
if you're-
draft them, they're going to come no matter what.
but-
But I agree with you. Why
Tell
not
you-
bring Embiid then?
And why not talk to them how they think they're going to play?
See, I'm with you.
They're willing to meet with somebody who'll actually play with.
That's a good point too.
Who do you think they're going to draft? The kid from Baylor?
That's what the
That's what they're
I think
That's what they're saying.
I think it's
all
I don't
draft
think you need
talk,
to
just
move
like
up
a
again.
football draft.
You don't think it's going to be Ace Bailey? All along this is Smith?
If you're moving up to 2,
You're getting Harper.
you're
100%.
Harper.
Do you think Harper's a huge upgrade from Bailey and Edgecombe? Because if you do, then you move up.
Didn't they average the same amount of points?
No, Harper's a way
I think the
better
fact that Bailey's not as big as people as the measurement said. Was he 6'6", 6'7"?
Yeah,
He's like my
Taylor
height.
said he, or they said
But
he
I mean, they had him
was
listed at 6'10". Like, that's
I was listed at
ridiculous.
6'5", you know.
He says he's 5'8".
5'6".
Deke's right.
All right, I think that's it. We got other stuff we can talk about another time. We got our all-time Eagles team. We'll post it. We'll see who wants to argue with us. And then
I'll argue with anybody.
we know you will. All right, well then, until next time, thanks for hanging out with us on another episode of the Santa Boot First Podcast. Until the next time, be excellent to each other. See you.
I thought. Oh, by the way.